There is so much excitement and you are quite overwhelmed when you plan to move abroad, which is normal and expected. But this is something you do once in your lifetime. Not many guys move more than once from one country to other country in their lifetime. For that reason, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be extra cautious when you are planning to move abroad. Every step you have to take so much carefully that it is taking you in the right direction, because at the end it's going to impact you, your family, your kids, your loved ones, and many more other things are going to be changed with this. So I decided to shoot this video. I'm going to share the pointers based on which you can decide, based on which you can research about your move, to which country you want to move to, what things you can consider. Based on my personal experiences, I'm going to share what things are really important when you are moving from one country to other country, and how it is going to change your as well as your loved one's life. Hi guys, this is Sandeep Khaira and you're watching Conical Education. Before we proceed further, let me remind you to subscribe below and enable the bell notifications so that you don't miss any updates on this channel. You can also follow me on my social media pages. Links for all of them are given in the description below. Let's dive into today's video. I'll be taking you through all the factors step by step and will give you the idea what things are important in those areas for you to consider. So, first point, I would say, what are your options? You must ask yourself this question before planning, before choosing the country you want to move to, because you can consider to move to multiple countries. It could be Canada, Australia, New Zealand, it could be Germany, Netherlands, UK, any other European country, any other North American country, or anywhere else in the world, right? So you must know where nowadays where all the people are considering to move and what are their reasons, and out of those countries what could be your option. And first you have to see like why people are moving to those countries, right? So in fact, before even deciding why people are moving to those countries, you have to find those countries where immigration is possible, and later you jump into the detailed requirements of each of those countries. The next most important factor that you must consider is benefits and taxes. You have to ask yourself, you have to research that how much salary am I going to get in that country when I start working there? How much will be the tax deductions? How much will be the social security deductions? How much will I have to pay for my pension contributions? Will I get a decent salary, take home salary after all these deductions, so that I can save enough, I can live a decent lifestyle? Because at the end, this is the point of moving, because you are moving from one country, from your home country to other country, because you are looking to have a better lifestyle, you are looking to have a better education for your kids, you are looking for travel opportunities maybe, and many more factors. And if you don't get these even after moving, then what's the point of moving? And can you buy an apartment or can you buy a house in the long run? Because you also want to think about your future, because these things are going to decide your lifestyle, not just today, even for tomorrow when you retire. And you want to be sure when you retire you don't have to go through the troubles or hassles. So you have to ensure your future is safe. So that's why it is really crucial to know about the taxes and benefits, to know about, are you going to get the pension when you retire? Will that pension amount be enough for your survival? So these kind of things you must always consider when you're considering to move to a different country. Next point is that you must ask yourself about the local requirements and viability. So you have to see what are the local requirements in terms of language. Do you have to learn any new language to settle down? Do you have to learn any language to get the PR? Do you have to clear any kind of language test? You have to take the IELTS exam, or maybe you have to clear any kind of other language proficiency test. to get the PR, to get the citizenship? Or what are the other requirements for you to get the citizenship? Maybe you might not be considering to move for a long term. Let's say you want to live there, you want to experience, you want to taste the life for 5 to 10 years, and then you want to come back to your home country, right? Or maybe you want to be a foreign citizen, you want to stay there forever, and based on these things you have to see what is that viable for you, is this feasible for you, is it possible for you to meet these requirements, is it required that both of you be working when you move there, or if one of you is working, so it's more than enough. And when you get answers to these questions, you will be in a better position to know what you are getting into, and are you well prepared, are you ready for that or not. Before I proceed further, let me mention that in case you are looking for a job abroad, you are so much skilled, you are coming from a high demand technology, you are coming from high demand area, could be sales, marketing, or accounting, or could be pharma, so you are still not getting the interview calls, then you can register for my free masterclass where I'll be talking about the top mistakes which are costing you a job abroad. The link is displayed above. So after attending this class, you will know what mistakes you are making. So you will be able to fix those mistakes. You will not only get the calls, and you will be also in a position to crack those interviews so that you get hired in those positions. Let's move further into the video. Next important factor is what are the detailed requirements before even you start the moving process, before even you are considering to apply for the visa, before even considering you are planning to apply for the PR. So, do they want you to have a job offer already? Do they want you to be from a specific profession? Or do they want you to show some specific amount of funds in your bank account? If you are from regulated professions such as nursing or any medical related area, is that profession regulated? If so, how can you meet the regulation requirement so that once you move there, you get the license to work in that profession? Or it could be, does your age matter? So when you ask yourself these questions, you can prepare better as a couple, as a family, for your move, for your application. There will be no surprises later on in the process. Next thing that you must ask yourself, how is it going to impact your family? Will they get the dependent visa, your kids, your wife? If I talk about your parents or your other family members, if they want to visit you, so will they get the visitor visa? For example, if your parents want to visit you, are they allowed to visit for 3 months? Or sometimes people ask me that I want to bring my parents, so will your parents be allowed to stay there for few months or a year or more than a year? You have to check these things well in advance before even you start moving. And how is it going to impact the visa status of your family, the visa status of your kids? Will they get the PR immediately after moving, or do they have to wait for few years until they get the PR? What about their citizenship? If you are considering to stay there for the long term, do they have to wait until age of 18 before they get the citizenship? So these kind of questions you must ask yourself, because it's a big decision, and later they don't have to suffer just because of the factors you didn't consider beforehand. So that's really really critical. So this is all I have in today's video. You can give a thumbs up or comment below, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Have a good day.